Click on the icon on your desktop. Click on Yes. Click on New Company. The only details that are required in order to create a new company are the following: company code, company name, branch name, branch code, default tax group. Add all your company details. Input the company code. This is a 3-character alphanumeric code which is used to define the company. Input the company name. Input the branch name. This is a 3-character alphanumeric code. All of the above information is required and must be entered in order to continue. Now input all the relevant address and contact details of your company. Click on Next. Tick the first box if you would like the system to use reps for transactions. Tick whether the system should ask for a password before every POS, point of sale, sale. Tick whether the system should ask for a password before every POS credit note. Tick whether the system should ask for a password before every POS refund. Tick whether the system should allow users to process returned items on the POS sales screen. This is useful for processing exchanges, as a credit note does not need to be processed first. Tick whether the system should warn you when your stock levels are below the specified minimum quantity. The fast sale option is only available on the point of sales screen. When the fast sale option is used, once a code is inputted and the enter button is pressed, or a barcode scanner is used, the item quantity will be set to 1 and the next line will be selected waiting for the input of the next code. Tick whether the system should allow the user to invoice and GRV items that do not exist on the system. Input the maximum discount percentage that will be allowed on a sale. This feature is only used on POS sales transactions. Click on Next. Select VAT and Australian GST. You now need to input a tax percentage category. Input a new category number. This must be a numeric value between 01 and 02. Tip: if you input a category number that already exists, the system will show the details for that category. You can then update the information by changing the values and clicking Update. Now input a description for that category, e.g. VAT or non-VAT. Input the percentage for the sales tax category. Click Add. Now select the default tax category for the system to use. Click Next. Input a number for each transaction type to begin on. You must only use numeric characters. Click Next. Add your customers' loyalty points. Add the company or email sender name. Add the email address that you will use to send your company emails. Please note you will need this email address on an Outlook account and it should be on the PC that the POS is registered on, or the emails will not be able to be sent. If you will not be using the Positive Point of Sale module, click Next. If you are using the Point of Sale module, you need to select what type of printer your point of sale receipts will print to. If you are using a receipt printer which is plugged into either a printer or USB, select the Direct option. If you are going to be printing to an A4 or another type of document printer, select the Report option. Now select whether Positive should print directly to your receipt printer after each listed POS transaction type. If you select Prompt, Positive will ask you whether to print a slip after each transaction. Default Report Printer. Now select the default report printer for Positive to use on POS reports. Should you not have a printer installed, type AAA in the default report printer option. Select what code should be shown on the slip for each of the listed POS transaction types. Generally, you would select master code. If you are using size and color grids, select the generated code option. You can now input text for the program to print at the bottom of all POS sales slips. This would generally be your terms and conditions, e.g. no returns on markdown items, no refunds after 7 days, etc. Click Next. You will now see the hardware settings page of the new company wizard. How to get cut commands and kick drawer commands. http://keyhut.com/popopen.hdm. If you will not be using the positive point of sale module, click Next. First tab, Receipt Printer. Receipt Printer, select the port on your computer that the printer is connected to. For driver settings, you will need to fill out each of the relevant options. If you do not know what the settings are, please contact the company you purchased the receipt printer from, for the correct settings to use. Cut command. If you are not using a till drawer connected to the computer, please leave this line blank. Alternatively, input the printer cut command given to you by your hardware vendor. The most common code to use is 27105. Second tab, Cache Drawer. If you have a till drawer which is plugged into your printer, copy the settings from your receipt printer. If your till drawer is plugged into a different port, please select the relevant settings as per the above steps. Kick command. If you are using a till drawer connected to your receipt printer, input the cache drawer kick command as given to you by your hardware vendor. The most common code to use is 27,112,0,25,250. Third tab, Poll Display. If you are not using a poll display, please do not fill in any information in this tab. Poll Display Port. Currently, all poll displays have serial connections. If you select parallel, the poll display will be switched off. Port. Select the port on your computer that the printer is connected to. For serial settings, you will need to fill out each of the relevant options. If you do not know what the settings are, please contact the company you purchased the receipt printer from, for the correct settings to use. Now input messages for the poll display to show after sales are completed and after the user logs off. Click Next. Fourth tab, Barcode Printing. If you are not using a barcode printer, please do not fill in any information in this tab. Choose the make of the label printer. The only ones we can use is the following: Zebra GK420D Thermal Label Printer, Argox, Honeywell PC42D. Click Save.